At noon, on the shimmering surface of Stony Lake, the heat is as heavy as the silence. Henry watches with narrowing eyes as Fish and Game Officer Banning leans in to whisper to Jacob, the head official. A gloved finger points like a weapon toward David, who sits solitary in his boat. Henry turns to his companion, his voice low and dangerous. That man has been trying to revoke our license for weeks. Now he is coming for us. The confrontation begins as Jacob, Banning and Bill, the local shop owner, march across the docks. Jacob stops, his wide-brimmed hat casting a deep shadow over his eyes. "Mr. Dean, I have to disqualify your grandson," he says. "I have photos of him keeping undersized fish and using illegal bait." Banning smirks, crossing his arms in triumph. "Those hooks have barbs. That is a direct violation of tournament regulations." Henry stays silent, his jaw tight enough to snap. Sensing the moment, Shinji reaches into his vest and pulls out a small, custom-made minnow. He hands it to Jacob with a steady hand. "These have no barbs," he says simply. Jacob examines the lure, his skepticism fading as he passes it to Bill. Bill, a man who knows every hook in the county, studies the design. His eyes widen in genuine surprise. "This is not just legal. It is a masterpiece. I have never seen such precision." Banning's face reddens as he snatches the lure back. "Stop the distractions! What about the undersized catch?" Bill shakes his head firmly. "Jacob and I inspect every catch. A 12-year-old in a professional tournament is hard to miss. He has followed every rule." Jacob sighs, looking out at the vast water. "We will inspect his boat at the docks. Until then, let him fish." Out on the water, David is oblivious to the drama on shore. He checks his watch. It is 10:50 a.m. The deadline is approaching. He casts his line with fluid grace near a cluster of thick reeds. Suddenly, the line snaps taut. A massive base hits the bait, pulling the rod violently toward the dark water. David grips the handle, his knuckles turning bone white under the pressure. He reels, pulls, and reels again as the rod bends into a dangerous arc. Sweat beads on his forehead, stinging his eyes, but he does not blink. Other boats pass by like ghosts, but David sees only the line. "Come on," he grunts, bracing his feet against the vibrating hull. The fish dives deep, dragging the line with a strength that threatens to pull him overboard. David stumbles, catching his balance against the seat just in time. His arms burn with fatigue, but he locks his elbows, refusing to give an inch. This is the moment he was born for. He pulls back with every ounce of his strength, hauling the rod upward. A spectacular flash of silver breaks the surface, shattering the calm water. The base is enormous, a king of the lake. On the shore, Henry and Shinji grip their binoculars, their breath held in their chests. "He has him," Henry whispers, his voice thick with pride. David leans back, his weight shifting perfectly as he nets the prize. He exhales a long, shaky breath, his chest heaving from the exertion. With the giant base secured, he turns the boat toward the dock to face his accusers as a champion.